me say at the beginning of this video that this forecast does get better. I know that the folks out there, especially those planting and trying to work on outdoor things, outdoor events and yard work and those kind of things, are tired of all the winter weather that we've had coming through. And we have more coming up soon, but it's not going to last long, and the forecast will improve. Let me stop real quickly and tell you that this is sponsored by First Aid Wireless in Red Oak. They repair phones, tablets, game consoles, and computers, and you can reach them at let me make sure I get this right, firstaid-wireless.com. So make sure you put the dash in there, firstaid-wireless.com. They're at 280 East Ovilla Road in Red Oak, and they do a lot of different repairs, and they can even help educate you about your console or your device, whatever the case may be. If you're having a problem with it or something just doesn't seem right, take it to them. They can make sure that you're at least informed about kind of how that device usually works, and if there's any kind of confusion or common issues with them, they are the folks to go to, and their customer service is impeccable. It's amazing. So make sure that you're relying on First Aid Wireless for all of those needs. They fixed my iPad. This thing was cracked pretty good when I took it to them. They had it fixed the same day. It was flawless. It was amazing. They will take care of you. They'll be honest with you. They're not going to try to pull anything on you with crazy pricing or anything like that. So again, that's firstaid-wireless.com to get more information about them. Let's talk weather. This is not a conversation a lot of people want to hear. I'm here at the conference center in Midlothian, where they're doing a expo right now. It's a resources expo for the entire county. I just finished filming a story for Ellis Down Home. That will be up in a couple of weeks. I'll be sharing that here as well. I got to see lots of folks that I know, the folks from Hope Clinic and the folks from Emergency Management, as well as some of the county leadership. And it was a great time to get to reconnect with some of those folks. And what I kept hearing people say is, yes, they are tired of winter. So we've got a quick shot of winter coming in, but it's not going to be anything ridiculous. Let's talk about what that's going to look like. Today's nice, right? Today, get out and enjoy it. We're in the 60s. Some places may even reach towards 70 today, and going to be sunny. It's severe clear is what I like to call it, and just going to be gorgeous, but things are going to look quite a bit different tomorrow. So when you wake up Friday morning, you're going to notice a chill in the air. We've got a cold front coming in overnight tonight, early tomorrow morning. That's going to bring in some cooler temperatures, and we're going to start getting rain. No, I said rain. Now, hold on a second. I said rain. We're going to start getting rain in the morning. We should probably see the peak of the rain, I think, around midday, maybe early afternoon, is kind of what we're looking at as far as when we're going to have the most widespread precipitation. The temperature, the high is going to be in the upper 30s, but we're going to be falling through the day. Temperatures are going to be steadily and gradually falling throughout the day. And so on the back end of all this precipitation, once it's come from the coldest parts, most of the winter precipitation is going to be off to our northwest, okay? So we're not looking at any kind of major impacts in our area. I understand the roads have been treated here. I'm looking at 287, and I understand the brine trucks have been out treating, but it does not look like we're going to have a major need for those, at least during the day on Friday. Once we get to the latter half, kind of the back edge of that rain and precipitation, we may see some wintry mix, possibly even a few snowflakes blowing around, but it's going to be short, it's going to be brief, it's not going to take very long. The worst part about tomorrow really is it's going to be a wet, cold, yucky day. So my son will be getting out of school early, so we'll get him in, get him inside, get him warmed up, and we'll all be set. Maybe eat a nice hot lunch to compensate for how just gross outside it's going to be. Now, tomorrow night, really the worst of this in terms of winter conditions is going to be overnight tomorrow night. Decreasing clouds, so we're going to clear out the clouds. That's going to allow all that warmth, whatever warmth we get, to lift away. Lows are going to be in the mid-20s, okay? So if we have any remaining moisture, primarily, usually, as we say, bridges and overpasses, if we have any remaining moisture, we should be able to get most of that out of the way, right? It's going to be windy, so that should dry up most of it, but any of those wet spots will freeze overnight. So if you are driving Saturday morning and you notice what looks like a wet spot, be careful because it may be icy. But the good news is Saturday, sunny degrees, highs are in the low to mid 50s. Okay, so we're warming up on Friday, or rather Saturday, and it's not going to take very long for us to melt away any ice that might be left over there. Saturday night, it's clear. Lows are in the mid 30s, so we're not going to freeze again. This is going to be a one-time deal. Okay, we're not freezing again because by Sunday, Highs are in the mid-60s with clear and sunny skies. Sunday night, mostly clear with lows in the low to mid-40s. So we're going to be in a good position for a really nice week next week, at least the first half of the week. We do have a couple of rain chances coming up in the forecast. I've been watching some models. Looks like we could have some thunderstorms later on this month, but we're a little far out for now to really be sure about that. Stay tuned to elliscountyweather.com. Make sure you're following on Facebook and YouTube as well for all of the latest updates, and make sure you're following tomorrow throughout the day for updates. As I've always said, winter events are hard to forecast, so stay tuned as we get more information on what that's going to look like over the next 24 hours.